I'm in Portland Bill today, a tiny island off the coast of Dorset, southwest England, fetched out of mines owned by the Crown Estate. And I'm here today with a very special person, Nicola White. But why are we here today? I invited Nick to join me on a 2-day rally metal detecting in this part of the world, but I will post a separate video just on metal detecting. The video should be out very soon. I also introduced Nicola to the Weymouth in Portland metal detecting club, where she met my mate Keith Brown, and Nicola was invited to give a talk about mudlarking on the River Thames foreshore. That you will see towards the end of this video today. But going back to Portland Bill, why is this area so historically important? Gleaming white limestone has become synonymous with our capital, London, plastered across so many of its most famous landmarks. Although limestone has been mined on the island of Portland since Roman times, it began to be shipped to London and used as a construction material in the 14th century. But it really took off in the 17th century, after the Great Fire of London in 1666. Thanks to London's first architect, Sir Christopher Wren, who chose it as his main material for the construction of St. Paul's Cathedral.
So I'm here with Keith. I can't help yours Maximus. If you're not a member of his YouTube channel, you should subscribe immediately because it's a fantastic channel with amazing finds. And how is the club? Okay, would you like to talk a little bit about the Weymouth Club?
Yeah, Weymouth Club. Oh, I don't know how long it's been on the go, about 20 years. We've got a membership of about 75. It's a really good club, really friendly. We have finds of the month's competition on coins and artefacts each month, and we have some cracking finds. We have guest speakers on about every other month, something to do with historical or metal detecting related.
Nicola White was there quite recently, wasn't
Yeah, she was a couple of months ago. That was very well received. Yeah, I could recommend anybody that wants to have a good talk, get hold of Nicola White and see if she's available. It's really worth it.
And at low tide, the exposed Thames foreshore is the longest archaeological site in the UK. So for those of you that don't know, where does the word mudlarking come from? Well, actually it's from pre-Victorian times, and the original mudlarks were old ladies, often young children, and they used to be seen at low tide, sometimes up to their knees, wandering around in the mud, their clothes stiff with mud. And they really were the poorest of the poor in society. You would not want to be a mudlark, and they used to search around in the mud looking for anything they could find to sell to feed their family. And sometimes richer people used to throw money off the bridges and then have a great time laughing whilst these poor mudlarks were scrabbling around trying to find the coins.
How was your summer in terms of finds, Keith?
Well, I've just brought a couple of finds up from the last month or so. One of them's not mine, but it's really nice, so I'd like to show that later.
And
just the normal.
What have you got there?
Well,
let's turn around this way. So
okay. Well, when I found this one covered in mud, I thought it was a penny. But when I cleaned it off, you can see on one side it's so heavily clipped, it's actually a half groat.
Is that Edward?
And that's I think Edward III half groat and Civitas London.
Okay.
So
that's an amazing condition.
Yeah, and then this, if you find them cut quarters, you know you're doing well. That's a tiny cut quarter, voided short cross. Can't make out anything so far as the monarch, but so it's 1180 to 1247 for cut quarters.
Okay.
Quite nice, a tiny Elizabeth I silver penny, and it's got the scallop initial mark on there. So that's
what a beauty! My God, yeah.
just turn over the shield.
How do you clean your finds? Do you usually clean your finds? Keith?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, if it's a valuable coin and not a very minimal, but that is just a tiny little bit of, well, cleaning the mud off first with just warm water, and a tiny little bit of baking soda between your thumb and your finger, moistening it, and just gently rub. And you find a lot of the muck comes off. Or a bit of silver foil with bicarb and water.
Yeah, excellent.
Shield on the back. So that one there's 1584 to 1586.
Beauty. Yeah. What else have you got?
Right. I was quite pleased to find this one, and it's James the First. Oh, and it's James the First half groat. You might be able to see the bust there.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, what a beauty! It's in really good condition.
Yeah.
Were they all from the same farm? From the same field?
This is from about 4 different permissions.
Okay. So different areas completely. Yeah.
Yeah, different. It's all in Dorset.
Okay.
But lots of rubbish, by the way. Loads of rubbish, but I don't show rubbish.
People don't realise when we find these amazing things that we always spend hours and hours finding lots of rubbish as well.
Oh yes. And that one, I'm quite pleased when that came up because it's a Roman coin. It's an Antoninus of Solnina. And that is 253 to 268 AD.
Well, really nice.
And while we're on Roman,
Do you normally use Renaissance oil or gel, whatever you
well,
call it?
I've always used the Triborius wax, but I
Wax,
can't find that online anymore. And a friend of mine got the Renaissance wax, and it absolutely stunk. Very, very smelly stuff. So I haven't replenished what I've got yet. So I don't know what to go for. But anyway,
Well, I have
nice
the
coin.
Renaissance wax. That's the one I normally use,
Right.
just to highlight details
Yeah.
and to preserve the metal.
Yeah. I tell a fib. This one wasn't in Dorset. It was in Wiltshire. And when it came out of the ground and I saw that, I thought, "Ooh, that looks like the back of a brooch, catch plate and the hinge plate."
Any enamel there or anything?
Well, yes. There's a little bit you can hardly see, but I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It's got the gold in there,
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
that's a 2nd century Roman brooch.
Wow.
So although it's very, very tired, if you like, it's still, that would have been a stunning piece in its day.
Yeah, and have you found any similar or identical in the Portable Antiquities Scheme
Not like
website? or
not
any-
like that. No,
Anywhere? No?
not like that.
So it could be the first one to be recorded by
Yeah, by the FLO.
find. Yeah.
And I'm assuming in the middle there would have been some sort of glass or paste central bit there. But this final bit, and the photos, it's incredible. A friend of mine found that. So that's silver and plain on the back, and you'll see it's broken. But when I turn it over,
Yeah.
I can't even see from here, but that is, it's a silver item with the gold, with the gilt, and when you see the photograph that you'll put up shortly,
Yeah.
it's of a head. And the detail, bearing in mind the size of this thing, how the heck they made it, I don't know. The detail is stunning. It's got letters AF on it, and it certainly looks either the Roman, possibly Anglo-Saxon, I don't know.
Do you mind if I get it closer to the
Yeah,
camera here? It's so tiny, isn't it?
Right. Quick questions here.
That's amazing.
Would you like brown for me, please?
So that one was found by somebody else
Yeah, yeah.
in the group.
Yeah, he just showed it to me and I went, wow, look at that. And I took a photograph, and when I saw the detail, that is stunning. and he said, could you take it away with you and do a bit of research? So that's what I'm going to do now.
Okay. So a mystery find which has potential. So it could be the find of the month, you think, of the group?
It could well be, but I guess that will be classed as treasure because it's not a coin.
Yeah.
So it's obviously an artifact. I'm thinking maybe from a ring, a finger ring, the mount. So if it ticks all the boxes about the age and the purity and an artifact, then that will be submitted as treasure.
Excellent. Really nice. Really nice indeed.
Yeah.
Well done to the finder, and well done to all your finds. And how is your channel getting on?
Well, not great actually, for the simple reason I don't show rubbish. So it works out that I only do about one video every 5 weeks. And so far as the YouTube algorithm, they don't like that. They want people to churn out the videos, and the more you churn out, the more you get promoted, and you go up the rankings. I'm not bothered about that. My videos aren't monetized. I just put a video up when I've got some decent finds, and I'm quite happy with that. So the channel's not doing great so far as numbers, but everybody that watches me videos does say, great video. That's all I can ask.
There are so many new channels out there on YouTube. People are posting so many finds this way, so maybe there is an element to that as well.
Yeah. But that's how I am, and I'm quite happy to stay that way. I'm not going to churn out video after video just for the sake of it. What's the point?
Okay, Hotels or Keith, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.